Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Josue or Little Gamer, and we are back with another Minecraft video. Now, I know the first episode was, for the most part, just giving you a little backstory and context to the whole revival of my Forever World. I'm pretty sure I might have the whole concept of a Forever World incorrect, I think. I don't know. Who cares? Whatever. So we're just doing a revival of my old world that I had on the PS3, and I've done a significant amount of work off camera, whether you would consider it healthy or not, and it's starting to look a lot like that world. Now, obviously, as I said before, it's not going to be a one-to-one replica because of just the terrain I have and then just the way I lay things out. But the goal is to bring those specific builds that I had onto this world, and then from there, once we have like a good foundation, we can start adding new stuff. And yeah, so I believe the last episode or video, I'm gonna try not to look outside and everything so I don't spoil anything. We just focused on the castle, so that was fun. And then obviously I did some commentating and everything, just giving, like I said, a backstory. So I guess the way these videos are just going to be structured is I'm obviously going to be doing a lot of work off camera, and then from there I'll just be showing you guys the work I did. There was some like footage of me building some of the things that I might include in this video. It just depends on how I feel. And yeah, so we're going to start by just going outside, right? And then I remember mentioning that I had a wizard hat just chilling out in the back. There's nothing really, to write home about. It's just enchantment tables and books, and I did my best to, rebuild the one I had. And yeah, it's just a pretty simple wizard hat. Okay, there we go. Oh, and then we can just jump into this. This is just, I remember one of the first things I ever really built in that world. It's nothing crazy. It's just some lava and water. I thought it was cool to make a little pyramid structure thing. So I just, put that in here. Nothing crazy. And then obviously there's the Christmas tree, which is a lot more decorated than the one I had beforehand because I actually put ornaments on here and then a little star. And I think, again, it's not a one-to-one replica, as I've stated many, many times, but it's pretty good. Oh. And yeah. Another thing that we added here was this TNT launcher. Pretty cool. Just gonna add that here and show you guys how it works. It's pretty cool. Again, nothing to write home about. Not the most craziest redstone contraption. It's just you press the button and it shoots you in the sky, and it might reveal a lot of other things I was working on. And oh my god, yes it does. Okay, all right, whatever. Way to spoil the fun, but yeah. Oh, and then as you guys can tell from the first episode, this terrain has been filled in, and then I added the villager houses, which are very console edition looking houses. Yeah, so we have like a smaller one, slightly bigger one, and then the biggest one in the village. And then over here we have just other houses, and then the dragon egg and the little fountain. Obviously I added the bell. And then I did in the houses, because it's like 1.20, I believe. Anytime you spawn in a villager, it's just the standard one. So I just put in like specific blocks inside of the houses, so that way there's some variety in their skin. Yeah, like this one, the biggest one I have is for the librarians. And yeah, so nothing crazy in terms of just the way the houses are designed. It's just a simple house, nothing crazy. And then we can go up here and then look at this house, which reminds me I need to add the water. Is just, I believe it's like somewhere here. I originally had it up here, but then I'll explain why I had to get rid of it. But yeah, it's just nice spruce house, pretty cool, interesting design, I guess. And that's about it. And then we can move over to the bridge that I had here. So obviously in the original world there was a lot more land here for me to work with, and that house was actually a lot closer to here, and that pen, was a lot closer to here. So originally this bridge was in front of this house, but as I mentioned, because of the terrain, just what I'm working with, it's not that big a deal. So we're just going to use this bridge to get over to this house, which is a one-to-one replica of the house I eventually moved into, out of that one into this one. And yeah, it's a pretty simple house. We got some dragon eggs outside. We got my sofa, my TV, my armor stand. There is supposed to be a trapdoor here, which leads you to another basement or lab, whatever you want to call it. But I didn't do that because I'm just lazy. And then here we have Jerry. So he's chilling. He's having a good time in this house. And then blue bed. And then here we got my balcony, a little pen with some just random animals. And then I built the diamond stuff because at the time that was the most powerful thing you could get. And then obviously I'm gonna build the armor going up because I do remember doing that. And then we have a lot of space here to play with because originally it was just a forest, so I got rid of all that. And yeah, oh, and then we got the tree house here. It is a lot different than what I had in that world. I believe it is significantly taller. The top of the treehouse just looks weird, but I didn't really know how to build that out. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like crafting tables, chests, and all the other stuff here for like decorations, but for the sake of the video, it's just not up here. And then I was just too lazy to do interior design. So yeah, and then obviously the big thing here is this yacht. If you look in the video, it's a lot smaller and a lot more pathetic looking. And I do remember that in that world, I did end up tearing that one down, and I built this exact same one. So yeah, I do need to add that it was from a YouTuber. It is designed by Lord Dacker and then just built by me. And then yeah, this yacht was for a friend of mine that I had living in my neighborhood. He would come over and play video games with me, so this was his yacht. So I did make a few like YouTube videos with him, so that was really, really cool. And then obviously I brought the beacons back with the rainbow colors. So that's really, really cool. And then if we go up in the sky, we got ooh, I don't know how to fix that. Maybe we have Super Pig in all its glory, and then obviously its entrance is in its butt. This was one of the most frustrating things I ever built. The great meme reset, more or less. And yeah, I just had these in my original world, as I've mentioned before. And then here we have the creeper with the bow tie and the top hat. I'm forgetting words. And yeah, so the plan for this little mountain is to hollow it out and then build the bat cave in there. Obviously make the waterfall and everything, and then I'll probably obviously be doing that off camera. And yeah, and then here we have the pumpkin queen with its soldiers. Originally I just had the regular pumpkins, but I made them jack-o'-lanterns because it gets dark out here. And then I just put pressure plates, the iron ones, to like kind of be like armor. So that's why I did that. And if we look over here, we have the TNT with the lucky block. And something I noticed from the original video and the original world is that for some reason when I was building the question mark, I built it backwards for some reason, and I just never fixed it, I guess. But yeah, it's not the case here. It's on all sides the correct orientation. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go and move over here to the roller coaster. So obviously, as I stated before, it's not a one-to-one replica. It does match the like height or like the diagonal direction. It's just that when you fall into that area, I had to do my best to replicate that, although it's not the exact, but it's okay. We could probably do like a side-by-side comparison. This area is pretty accurate. This is the exact replica of just the way it was. And I'll probably just go into survival for the sake of going into survival. We got our minecart, and let's go. Fantastic. Look at me with my diamond helmet. Oh, yeah. And we go above the clouds, and then, yep, there we go. And then we make our way down to the bottom. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good in the way we've been progressing here in this world. I did call my older sister, and I FaceTimed them, and they immediately recognized it. They thought it was like the coolest thing to rebuild that world. And so my older sister really wants to play this as a realm. So because it's in a mod pack, that's okay. But thankfully, most of these blocks are in just like traditional Minecraft. So just the plan is to move this into my laptop and then use that as a realm. Or I could do that here, really. Just put it in the normal launcher, and then we could just use that as a realm, and then that's that. So I know I've just been rambling on and everything, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this small little video just going over some of the updates I've made in this world. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.